NHS Work Ready. Resources to support people with a learning disability and/or autism get into work. Introduction. For a lot of people, going to work is part of everyday life. Work can be a paid job or a voluntary role. Only 6% of people with learning disabilities in the UK have a paid job. Everyone, including people with a learning disability and/or autism who wants to work, should have the opportunity to work. The NHS are committed to employing more people with a learning disability and/or autism. We want to meet the Equality Act 2010 and the Workforce Disability Equality Standard. This is a statutory obligation of the NHS trusts. A statutory obligation is something an organisation must do. Our project. The Norfolk and Suffolk NHS Foundation Trust uses the Greenlight Toolkit. The Greenlight Toolkit makes sure services meet the needs of people with a learning disability and/or autism. Improving employment opportunities for people to improve well-being is one of the standards of the Greenlight Toolkit. An NHS organisation known as Health Education England contacted the Greenlight team. They wanted to support work on improving employment opportunities for people with a learning disability and/or autism. They have funded the development of a reasonable adjustments toolkit. The toolkit will be used by the NHS. It will set out guidelines to make it easier for people with a learning disability and/or autism to apply for a job in the NHS. It will also set out guidelines to make it easier for people with a learning disability and/or autism to work in the NHS. Health Education England also funded the development of Work Ready. Work Ready is a set of easy-read resources and videos to help people with a learning disability and/or autism get into work. The Norfolk and Suffolk NHS Foundation Trust are working in co-production with Ace Anglia, Thinkclusive, and people with a learning disability and/or autism. Work Ready resources. We have gathered together and created resources to help people with a learning disability and/or autism to get work ready. The resources will support people looking and applying for work. The resources include 15 easy-read guides. You can watch videos of people with a learning disability and/or autism who have great stories about working. The resources will be available on suffolkordinarylives.co.uk and www.hee.nhs.uk. What we want to achieve. We want to empower people to have the confidence to apply for work. We want people with learning disabilities and/or autism to see work as a possibility. We want our resources to help get more people with a learning disability and/or autism into work.